Hemp, Getae, and the Ethnogenesis of the Romanian people. Anything present has a something in the past, whether we try to figure out the evolution road that cannabis took over time or how different cultures and countries developed and evolved. There will always be history lanes and arches in time we have to cross in order to actually understand certain aspects of life. As previously mentioned, Herodotus tells us about one of the Thracian tribes from Dacia, the Getae, who occupied a region north of the Danube River about 2,500 years ago. The Greek historian wrote in the 5th century before Christ the following quote, "Hemp, it is very like flax, only that it is a much coarser and taller plant. Some grown wild around the country, some is produced by cultivation. The Thracians make garments of it which closely resemble linen." First appearing in the 6th century before Christ, the Getae were subjected to Scythian influence and were known as expert mounted archers and devotees of the deity Zalmoxis. Although the daughter of their king became the wife of Philip II of Macedonia, in 342 before Christ, the Macedonians under Philip II's son's reign, King Alexander, crossed the Danube and burned the Getae capital 7 years later. Getae technology was influenced by that of the invading Celts in the 4th and 3rd centuries before Christ. Under Burebista's reign in the 1st century before Christ, the Getae and nearby Dacians formed a powerful but short-lived state. By the middle of the following century, the Romans had gained control over the lower Danube region. Thousands of Getae were displaced, and not long thereafter, references to the Getae disappeared from history. Later writers wrongly gave the name Getae to the Goths. The Getae and Dacians were closely related. So much so that some historians even suggest that these were the names applied to a single person by different observers or at different times. It posed such a threat to Rome's ascendancy in the peninsula that Julius Caesar was preparing to undertake a major campaign against the Getae-Dacians. The final showdown between Rome and the Getae-Dacians came at the beginning of the 2nd century. Getae-Dacian civilization was at its height, but its flourishing economy, prosperous cities, and bustling trade throughout southeastern Europe posed as great a challenge as its army to Rome's ambitions in the region. According to some studies, the Getae developed a curious mystic shaman cult called the Kapnobatai, which would translate as those who walk in the smoke clouds.